G'day guys and girls, and welcome back. Our little channel, Goodies, Beer Reviews. Forgive me, but I'm just chilling on a valley. Fucking hell. Two Mates Brewing, Lismore. Dog Spike Red XPA. I'm sure they used to do an XPA and a pale ale and a lager and a mid-lager. Lismore Brewing, I always support them with all the shit people went through in the floods. It's pretty bad up there. And it just seems like it's just forgotten a lot of the places. So this is Dog Spike Red XPA. Comes in at 5.5% ABV, 375ml can, which is what we love here on the channel. We sound old school, not like we're going on about aliens like last night, which that wasn't me. Black can always looks slick, doesn't it? I do like the design of this can. Spiel on the back, half the can spiel. Standard drinks. Live, laugh and learn, it says. I don't know how you learn having beers, but learn not to have too many. 1.6 standard drinks. A quick spiel, born from a love of family and friendship. Oh, what's that? Two mates had a vision to create a space where people could gather to grow friendship and nurture families while appreciating the things that the Northern Rivers region is renowned for. Great food, great music and cold brews. Best of before 4/24, few months in date, which is good. Let's get this into the glass. Aggressive, hard crack on the can with smoke like a goddamn train carriage back in the 60s. It was smoking. Remember that? Smoking and no smoking on the red rattlers? Or the country trains? This is a red XPA, so an XPA that's red. I know Trev. We have a yarn here and there. G'day, Trev. With a few messages bouncing off, and he's into his red beers at the moment, red IPAs. I'm not a big red guy. I usually see red and I'm like, oh, but I've had a couple which have been sensational. Look at this beer. This is very dark. This is very red. It fits the brief. Their head is great. 1 to 1.5, 2 of my mangly fingers of head. Let's have a sniff on this. A red XPA. I got a shit ton to do the Sabo, so I'll be quick on this, which means, 30 minutes? Not a lot of sniff on the smell and the smell on the sniff. It's got an XPA smell. People go, what does a fucking XPA smell like? Well, let me tell you this. It smells like a pale ale, but I think a bit more rough, a bit more hoppy, a bit more bitter on the nose. Not the palate, but the nose. It's got a minerally rough smell. And XPAs used to be my favourite, or pretty much if they're hazy, are my favourite style, but I do love Neepers. They've got to be my favourite. The less filtered, the better. I'm looking around. This is just red XPA. 5.5. Very bitter, very carbonated, very simple, very one-sided tasting. You can taste the colour, the redness. It's that different taste or twirl. I just think stick with an XPA. Don't you reckon? Two mates don't. They've gone, we're going to do a red XPA, or maybe they had stuff left over, and I get that. You use what you got. But this was probably not a limited release, is it? Like, gassy. But they can get really shaken up in transit. Yeah, look, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not my cup of tea. The beer fits the brief. It's an XPA and it's red. It's just missing. It's very bitter. It's a very bitter beer. A very one-sided bitter beer, and it's not a bad thing. lot of malt on the sniff too. Like when you bring it up to your nose, you get malt as you drink it. It's got a pleasant feel to have this beer, to be with this beer. But for me, I wouldn't get it again. But if you like XPAs and you're supporting local, every time I go to Lismore, I pick up something from two mates. So don't even start. I've got to go to the brewery. I don't know if there's a brewery there. They've got a food truck out there like 7 Mile. 7 Mile Ballon is a good brewery too. But let's not take the limelight off two mates. I just get them in takeaways from Uncle Dan's. You usually find the first choice liquor stock two mates as well. Plus bottle shops all around Lismore and even Ballina. It's just very gassy, but it's got a pleasant tobacco-y taste as well. Like when I say tobacco, it tastes like a leathery tobacco tart palate taste. Wow, getting professional. Yeah, so I dropped the video last night. And you know what, I just had it. I watched a few things on YouTube and I watched a few things about some bullshit going on. I'm telling you, if you listen to a few educated people around the world, and we all know educated people in some spots that are high and others in different fields and different backgrounds, and I know a few people quite high up in certain departments, and it's not state. And I'm telling you, I think there's big shit to come. That's all I can say. Not that I'm classified, I'm a fucking beer reviewer. Bring how many subscribers you got, Goody? About 110. They're pretty fucking good though. And you know what? Sounds silly saying you feel a disturbance in the force, but when you feel unrattled and uneasy about something, there's a disturbance. I think just in me. And you've got to sometimes just stop, step back, start again. Everything's okay, dudes and guys and girls. A dude is a guy, guys and girls. Dudes and dudettes. Remember the old words we used to say back in the 80s? Do you remember fucking hypercolour t-shirts? They were cool. They were cool. They didn't last long because everyone fucking washed them wrong. Hypercolour shirts. Skateboards. Skateboards were just rollerblades coming out in the like sort of late 80s, 90s. Rollerblading was cool. You know, I'll tell you a secret about Goody. I used to rollerblade. This is back when I was 17. Oh, fucking 16 maybe too. Like, I didn't drive back then. Yeah, I was young. Yeah, and I had a fucking great pair of rollerblades. By rollerblade, 3 buckles, just 3 buckles up. Now high ankle ones, and as I used to ice skate too. I played ice hockey, and I used to be a bit of a fucking speed skater. Believe it or not, I did. I had Bowers. Bowers are the best ice skates. Oh, I fucking love them. And I got a pair of Bowers in rollerblade as well. I had rollerblade and Bowers. The Bowers were more low cut and loose around the ankle, and you get a bit of that foot wobble for more tricks, whereas for higher speed with the rollerblades, they were high up on the ankle and you could hardly turn. I liked, because I was a bigger bloke too, so the less sudden movements where you break both ankles and fall over thinking you're a stuntman and you're not. And you know what? I've even got a pair of rollerblades here. Cue the laughter. I've got to get out on them. Imagine rollerblading around the neighbourhood around here. It's fucking quiet. And you see this big 6'5" goof rollerblading down the street with a beer. I'd be like, fucking stop it, you stud. Fucking stud. Probably have a one-coloured hypercolour shirt on that's worn out with holes in it. And a pair of fucking Ripped jeans. Fucking ripped jeans. Levi 501s, man. Do you remember when they first came out too? Reminiscing here. Oh. I wonder if a couple of the kids got run over there. Oh, it's got a horn. Was it a car? I'm too scared to look. You look at a kid these days and people think you're fucking weird. Anyways, I might leave it at that. I'm not much on this, but it's getting better. I just don't like red beers. I don't like dark XPAs. I don't like dark pale ales. I like them light. I like them fruity. I like them a bitter. But this was just, why bother doing it red? Because they're pushing a style. But would the style sell? Two mates, if you watch my channel, which is no way you would, see if tell me about the sales. Like red, is it killing the eggs? Is it popular? Are people loving it? Or is it just you got a bit of leftovers and stuff and you throw it in and do a good brew? I've got some fucking chicken in the fridge I've got to cook up. It's going to go probably off today or tomorrow. I'll go off today. Cooking fixes everything. High temps. Anyways, I might leave it at that, guys and girls. I'm going to do another video later on. I thought about having a Cooper's dark ale. And I got a can of Gentleman Jack in there, which I haven't had for years. Oh, yeah, Gentleman Jack. Pre-mixed, I know what people... Look, I distill. As we know, I'm a master distiller. But I bought a can. It was on special on a shopper docket for $6. Pardon me. And... Gentleman Jack pre-mixed in the can are sensational. I reckon they're pretty good. And I know they've changed a lot, but the OP rum cans, shout out to the Grifter, who's known to frequent the parts of Dub Vegas. He swore by he used to drink the purple cans and the OP rum, and I had them too. I don't have fond memories, but because I didn't drink a lot of pre-mixed cans, I was always a 7 or a JD in a tall glass type of guy. Shout out to Hoary. Hoary didn't see me for years and he said to me, I bet you it's a JD in a tall glass. And I went, buddy, right up my fucking, but a proper tall glass, the thin ones, not fuck. You go to people now, give me a JD in a tall glass, you get like a schooner glass with one shot of JD. What the fuck, bro? It's not my first rodeo. Roy, our wildlife man, I'm going to have to, I might pack your hat if I'm in Sydney and I got time over the next few days. I don't know how long I'm there for. I'm there for as long as it takes, which might be 3-4 days sort of job. I'll definitely reach out and catch up with you. I'll send you an email, mofo. And we should do a beer review together. I'd like that, a collab between Roy, the wildlife man, and fucking Goody. Beer reviews. Love each other, take care of each other, be kind to each other. I'll bring you a gift with me. And, look, I'll say this tonight. Give the ones you love, if they are next to you or near you right now and you honestly love them, go up and just give them a hug out of the blue. Depending on their age, they'll flinch up, fight. Some will giggle, some will cry. Some might need a nappy change, but go up and just give them a hug and a kiss. The Grifter, go up, give Albert or your kids, give them a big hug and go, you know what, geez, you shit me sometimes, but I love you. Because you're my fucking son or my daughter. Times are difficult with family, but you just got to understand they can really fucking shit you. But they're still living in a fucked up way apart here. Some of them. I'll see you at the next one, guys and girls. Red Spear, just keep it in an XPA. Bob, look at Bob's setup. That's bad. Anyways, we're going home.